If you asked anybody around the world about golf, where is the home of golf, they would say it's St. Andrews. And what better place to finish a career than at St. Andrews?
The old course is the backdrop as five-time Open champion Tom Watson makes his final appearance at golf's oldest major championship.
It's a little bit like death in a sense because it's over. It's over, but as I say about death, the way to thwart it is to let the memories fill the void. And there are a lot of memories I've had at the Open Championship, and so it'll temper my disappointment or my melancholy, I'm sure.
Watson won his first claret jug 40 years ago and will tee it up in his last Open in special circumstances.
Well, I asked the RNA for a special favor, and they granted me that favor. I'm very grateful for it, to be able to play my last Open Championship here at St. Andrews. I had the opportunity to play with Jack Nicklaus in his last Open appearance in 2005. It was a wonderful experience to play with the greatest player who ever played and play his last championship. And it just made ultimate sense to play it here at St. Andrews, which is the home of golf.
Watson's last Open appearance is the final chapter in the story of one of golf's greatest players.
I don't know what's going to happen this time. I've done it once. I've walked over the Swilcan Bridge thinking that was my last Open in 2010, and now I get to do it over again. I'm not exactly sure how I'll react to it, but I do know that with my son on the bag, Michael, it'll be a wonderful experience. My family will be here. Many of my friends will be here to watch and be a part of this week, or the week of the Open Championship. We'll get together a couple of times and big parties and just celebrate the ending.
Watson made history when he won the Open in his first appearance in 1975. Since then, his place in Open folklore has been cemented. But that initial success came as a real surprise to the man himself.
People say I'm one of the greatest links golfers. I think the way I play the game through the air didn't really subscribe to that theory because I hit the ball too high. I really didn't like links golf from the beginning, but the one thing I could do is chip and putt, and I could really get the ball up and down. And I think when you play links golf courses, you miss more greens in your approach shots than you do probably in the softer American type greens. So getting the ball up and down was right in my wheelhouse, so to speak, and I think that's one of the reasons I had great success at it.
The man from Kansas City, Missouri, traveled to St. Andrews ahead of this year's Open to be reunited with his 5 claret jugs. And he was also the special guest at a ceremony in the RNA clubhouse to celebrate those 5 victories.
I see something familiar.
Stories were told of each of his Open triumphs, with the man himself telling the tale of his favorite win.
Well, this one is the claret jug from a special Open Championship in Turnberry in 1977. As it turns out, I had the opportunity to play with the greatest player in the game, Jack Nicklaus, for the last 2 rounds. And when I made the putt, I lifted my hands in victory, and then Jack came over and he grabbed me by the neck, almost broke my neck. And as we were walking off the green, he said something that will always last in my memory. He said, "Tom, I gave you my best shot, but it wasn't good enough. I'm proud of you, congratulations." And at that point in my career, it was a watershed moment in the sense that it made me believe that I could play with the best of all the players, and that was Jack Nicklaus.
Watson will receive a special reception when he walks over the Swilcan Bridge for the final time, and he hopes to entertain fans with a few more great moments. What, though, does he consider his best Open Championship shot?
Well, I go back to Birkdale in 1983 when I had to hit a 2-iron in the last hole to successfully make par in the last hole to win by a shot. And yeah, 2-iron was always, it's a tough shot. It's a tough club to hit, and I hit it just exactly the way I wanted to. Probably most proud of that particular shot.
Watson loves links, having won 3 senior opens too. So, what is his secret?
Well, the main thing in links golf is to know your distance. You have to have a feel for distance. Not only through the air or carry, you have to understand the bounce, how far the ball runs. That's the biggest attribute to a great links player, is to figure out how far the ball goes. If you can get the ball to end up flag high, wherever you hit it from, that's the essence of being a great links player.
That simple approach will stand him in good stead on his final appearance. He hopes that moment will come after making the cut and enjoying one final Sunday finish.
I'm here to play my best golf and to compete successfully. And I hope my game's in good shape and that I can compete against these kids on this golf course.
Among his many qualities, Watson has always been a determined competitor. So expect this legend of the game to bow out with more special memories.